This is Dragon Age, the Inquisition. We're here on PlayStation 5 Pro. Be sure to like the video. Subscribing is great as well. Since this is one of those games that runs at a lower resolution, actually kind of shocked they never gave this one a bump up considering when the PlayStation 4 Pro launched back in the day. Yeah, we will actually benefit from a bit of sharpening being applied to this one to actually make it look a little bit better. So obviously the Inquisition is the, well, intermediate, the next step. It basically continued the events of the older Dragon Age games and is a stepping stone towards the Veilguard, which is now available, since the Veilguard heavily leans off of the events of Dragon Age Inquisition and the world and lore and everything like that. So you jump in, you make your character, kind of pick a few quick options, and then you're thrown in and you do some light customization, you build a team, you go out on this Inquisition, you make choices, and you enjoy the magic. As you can tell, I went for a very stylistic approach in my character this time around. Kind of limited options too, to some degree, in terms of how you change how you look and a little heavy with the eyeshadow. Alright. Anyways, so here it's 1080p, which isn't ideal, and it's 30 FPS, which isn't ideal. I think this is actually one of those games that could do with a remaster. On the Xbox side of things, it's a lot more, I guess you would say, kind of visually impressive, and you get the frame rate there too, but yeah, you do get it, like, it is going to be, like, slightly sharpened. You know, it still looks low resolution, but, like, text and UI and everything like that will benefit greatly from this sort of natural PlayStation 5 improvement. Wait, didn't I say to go silent and then I said something anyways? Let me go.
I'm innocent. Do you remember what happened?
Yeah, this game definitely could have used some more personalization choices. It was, like, there's a lot, but there's also, like, some odd ones. I also don't know how it happened, but I picked human, and I think I didn't choose a gender option or something, and I'm just like, oh, okay. I'm rolling with it. I'm living my best Inquisition life. So yeah, this one had a slightly more approach to open areas. Like a bit more, like this was, I think at the time too, BioWare's kind of focus for their games was moving away from the more linear areas, because like Dragon Age prior, I called them like Fable type hub worlds, where they're a little open, but they were still more tighter traditional setups, whereas this one did go for a lot more of a open approach to its gameplay, and then Veilguard kind of reeled that back in again too, which is intriguing. Yeah, I do think it looks better. I mean, it is, again, it's a sharpening tool that's applied to these games, so it's not like a resolution tool. The biggest issue, of course, being the frame rate for this one, I would say. But it all runs smooth now, and, you know, that's good.
The breach may grow until it swallows the world.
I have the power of the Inquisition.
Each time the breach expands, your mark spreads, and it is killing you. It may be the key to stopping this, but there isn't...
I just don't know how you look at me with a serious face. Do I have a choice?
So I don't really have a choice about this.
None of us has a choice.
Cassandra disapproves? Well, who cares about what Cassandra has to say? And obviously, you know, you have companions, and you build up your interactions with companions, and there's some interesting interactions that can happen, to say the least. And it did kind of have a little bit of a darker kind of tone, which is what the series used to have. A little, you know, levity to it, but it's a lot more grounded, even though there's magic and dragon and stuff. You think of, like, sorry, I'm just coming off of Veilguard. I'm just thinking of like a happy, pulpy, everyone's so excited and vibrant, color-ranged game where we're like always emotionally supporting each other, and then it's like this is very tonally different, needless to say. Very tonally different. And you pick different classes, you have different abilities, and of course, being a role-playing game, you'll improve those abilities over the course of the narrative, which is pretty extensive, this game. It's just funny because, like, hair, you don't really get color options. And then for, like, makeup stuff, it's just, like, they give you, like, a full color wheel. And I was like, you know what? Let's have some fun with this. I think it looks hilarious. That's where I was saying, like, the coloring, like, the character customized options were hilarious. Because there's the preset, like, hair. And then, like, for your face, they're like, oh, yeah, you could do any color you want. For, like, makeup and stuff, it's kind of hilarious. Access the map. Who's got time with that? How come they don't give me any weapons? Bad stuff is happening, and yeah. I mean, for something that is, you know, such a lower resolution, it's not too bad looking. Like, it holds up okay for earlier PS4 era time, right? But this is a game that I think would be a candidate for someday getting a remastering. Same with the older Dragon Ages. I guess they're not really focused on that. It's probably, I think they said too much work or something with the engines and that, but big shame if that is the long-term case. Because, like, the older games, like, this franchise is pretty cool. It's pretty well liked. It's not like EA is going to run into any sort of, like, you know, licensing problems with anything since it's all fantasy and they created it, but... I don't know, it's just a bit of a shame because this stuff could definitely use with some touch-ups. Oh no! This creature is so powerful. Nice job.
Over.
Is it just me or is that sword like
your weapon now.
An odd size?
If you're going to lead me through a demon-infested valley, you'll have to trust me.
Give me one reason to trust you.
Because my life is on the line.
I like the blood on the sword. There's like a little drip on the tip.
I cannot protect you. And I cannot expect you to be defenseless.
I'm starting to think Cassandra's got a bad attitude. Besides, this is the saddest, like, selection of weaponry.
I should remember you did not attempt to run.
It's like a dull blade and like a little tiny wooden circular shield. This isn't gonna do anything for me.
Take these potions. Make a note what we will face.
I need your loot.
At the fort.
Okay, inventory. Isn't this worse than what I have? Oh no, it's better, okay. Is there a way to, like, not see this on my face? Because it looks so bad. What was the point of putting on this stylish makeup this morning if this is what I'm gonna wear over my face? You can't even see me.
There! Watch out! If we flank them, we may gain the advantage.
Oh, you just jumped right down there. You know, I was gonna walk around like a civilized person, but whatever. It definitely does look sharper. That is the neat thing about the PS5 Pro's improvement stuff, is just like, it's not groundbreaking, but it's a pretty nice quality of life thing that they can just blanketly apply to games, which I think is a great idea. Although I would more prefer a blanket resolution bump up, but I think that's something we're gonna have to wait for like the PlayStation 6. I actually think it's more likely that Xbox will do that sort of thing as opposed to PlayStation, but we'll see. To me, this is like literally kind of the basic steps of moving towards doing that kind of a thing. It would be interesting to see if someday that becomes just like a thing that consoles have. If we keep getting more console gens as like sort of a blanket just switch that you can just bump up, be like push this game to higher resolutions or something. Would be interesting. I've always thought a use your own risk kind of setting would be kind of fun. Just being like, you know, force a higher frame rate, force a higher resolution. I know it doesn't work quite like that. Obviously, frame rate stuff specifically breaks games. But it would be neat if there was just a, you know, push this thing to AI scale to 4K or something and see what happens. Hope that makes sense. Basically what I'm thinking is, I'm just theorizing where they're going to eventually go for some legacy stuff, because I don't think backwards compatibility is going anywhere going forward. But we'll have to see kind of what tools they use to improve legacy stuff. Because this is obviously PlayStation finally doing a little bit more of a push for legacy content upgrades. Which I think is fantastic. Seriously, this is great. It's not amazing, it's not like as having a high resolution would be, but it's a difference. When you taunt people, it breaks their spirit and allows you to kill them faster. Keep that in mind, young ones.
We're getting close to the rift. You can hear the fighting.
Who's fighting?
You'll see soon. We must
Can't wait till this Inquisition kicks off, you know what I'm saying? Oh! Who's that? Who's that? Again, coming off of Veilguard, so.
I did nothing. The credit is yours.
You mean this?
Whatever magic opened the breach in the sky also placed that mark upon your hand. I theorized the mark might be able to close the rifts that have opened in the breach's wake. And it seems I was correct.
Meaning it could also close the breach itself.
Possibly. It seems you hold the key to our salvation.
Good to know. Here I thought we'd be ass deep in demons forever. Varric Tethras, rogue, storyteller, and occasionally unwelcome tag-along.
Are you with the Chantry, or...?
Was that a serious...
I love how they just keep straight faces despite my ridiculous outlook. And you showed off enough chest hair there, Mr. Dwarf Man.
Clearly, that is no longer necessary.
Yet, here I am. Lucky for you, considering current events.
That's a nice crossbow you have there.
Ah, isn't she? Bianca and I have been through a lot together.
You named your crossbow Bianca.
Of course. And she'll be great company in the valley.
Absolutely not. Your help is appreciated, Varric, but...
Have you been in the valley lately, Seeker? Your soldiers aren't in control anymore. You need me.
Ugh.
My name is Solus, if there are to be introductions. I am pleased to see you still live.
He means I kept that mark from killing you while you slept.
I can't close the breach if I'm dead.
That is most certain.
So I heard we were putting together a bit of an Inquisition team.
No. The magic involved here is unlike any I've seen. Your prisoner is no mage.
It's so weird going back and playing this after Veilguard, just in terms of where everybody kind of ends up is
We must get to the forward camp quickly.
kind of fascinating.
Well, Bianca's excited.
This way, down the bank. The road ahead is...
Now we've got a squad.
Quickly.
Now I need to control their party members. I am B.
Demons ahead.
Glad you brought me now, Seeker.
Like, it's neat that this has a tactical cam, but like, it really does just kind of like throw me out of the combat. I like to be like active in the battles. Oh, we've really got a team going on here. Seems like the start of a fun, bold Inquisition experience. Something that would last hours. Dozens of hours. This still looks so 1080. It does look sharper, but you could still see, like, definitely the limitations of the sharpener, but UI and all that around the screen, it all looks really clean and sharp. Same with the text.
We must seal it! Quickly! They keep coming! Help us!
I have the power! I thought I was using the mark. Oh, we have to kill all the demons that spawned. Oh, yes, yes, of course. Now I must become slightly more powerful. Vanguard. Yes, 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 yes.
Rift is gone. Open the gate.
Right away, Lady Cassandra.
We're clear for a moment. Well done.
Whatever that thing on your hand is, it's useful.
Definitely have like a cool vibe and style going on in this, I will say.
You made it. Chancellor Roderick, this is...
I know who she is. As Grand Chancellor of the Chantry, I hereby order you to take this criminal to Valroyo to face execution.
Order me? You are a glorified clerk, a bureaucrat.
And you are a thug, but a thug who supposedly serves the Chantry.
We serve the most holy, Chancellor. As you well know.
Justinia is dead! We must elect a replacement and obey her orders on the matter.
So none of you are actually in charge here.
Killed everyone who was in charge! Call a retreat, Seeker. Our position here is hopeless.
We can stop this before it's too late.